Submittals are required in order to evaluate an item's compliance with the specifications. Submittal procedures are necessary to regulate the timely flow of materials to be incorporated into the work. Submittals are classified as either government approved or for information only. Submittals that always require approval are extensions of design, critical materials, variations, or any involving equipment that must be checked for compatibility with the entire system. All submittals not requiring government approval are for information only. It's imperative that the contractor's QC manager review all submittals because the government will only spot check about 10% of information-only submittals. This emphasizes the government's reliance upon contractor QC approvals. The contract clause entitled Specifications and Drawings for Construction and Specification Section 01330 Submittal Procedures discuss specific definitions and procedures for submittals. The Submittal Register, Engineer Form 4288, identifies those submittals requiring government approval. Engineer Form 4025, entitled Transmittal of Shop Drawings, Equipment Data, Material Samples, or Manufacturer Certificates of Compliance, is used for transmitting submittals. The typical types of submittals are as follows: pre-construction submittals, shop drawings, product data, samples, design data, test reports, certificates, manufacturer's instructions, manufacturer's field reports, operation and maintenance data, and closeout submittals. The primary responsibility for the overall management and control of submittals lies with the contractor. All required submittals must be provided in time to allow for the review, approval, procurement, delivery, and preparatory phase of an item before it's needed in construction. Submittals are indispensable in assuring and controlling construction quality and must be given proper attention. The contractor must integrate the submittal process into the quality control plan and delegate submittal responsibilities to the proper individuals on staff. The government considers the handling of submittals to be extremely important. It is the contractor's responsibility to assure that all on-site management gives the required attention to submittal procedures at all times. QC personnel are responsible for ensuring, through detailed review, that all submittals are in full compliance with the contract. The contractor must review the government-prepared submittal register and any needed additional submittals. He must check the submittal schedule requirements against the Network Analysis System, NAS, or other approved construction schedule. Dates on the register must be maintained and adjusted by the contractor as required by the contract activities. All variations must be fully described, identified, and justified on the transmittal package. This is explained in Specification Section 01330 Submittal Procedures and in the instructions on Transmittal Form 4025. If a variation is not identified on Transmittal Form 4025, the government may rescind any inadvertent approval. The contractor assures that work must not be permitted to begin without properly approved submittals. Contractor quality control personnel must ensure compliance with the Buy American Act construction materials because it significantly impacts what will be acceptable on government projects. Government submittal responsibilities include preparing a list of submittals required for each contract. This list will be prepared on the Submittal Register Engineer Form 4288. The annotated submittal register will be incorporated into the specifications prior to advertisement. Reviewing a minimum 10% of for information-only submittals, reviewing and approving submittals that are required to be government approved, and enforcing the submittal requirements. Work must not be permitted to begin without properly approved submittals. If it's determined during the course of the project that QC personnel are not satisfying submittal requirements, corrective action will be taken. Submittal activities may be required to be incorporated into the construction schedule for submittal progress to be tracked in conjunction with overall progress. Care must be taken that the schedule accurately reflects the current submittal status. Regardless of what type of schedule is specified, Engineer Form 4288, the submittal register, is used for submittal control and scheduling. Most of the information required is self-explanatory. However, there are several items that need clarification. First, The NAS activity code is used only when a network schedule is required and for those submittals that have been included as activities. Item number is to be completed by the contractor. The contractor's scheduled dates columns should project when submittals will be submitted, when approval is needed, and when the material is needed. This information should be updated every 30 days as required by the specifications. Software for microcomputers has been developed by the government that automates the submittal register. The core system is RMS, and the Navy will use WebCM. These will be useful to both the contractor and the government.